Hi, I'm Davy. I'm awesome. Welcome to Davy's Awesome Wrestling, where I review wrestling-related things, all from the perspective of a fan, not an insider. And this week, WWE brought back a classic from the place that started it. In Long Island, New York, we had Saturday night's main event. Let's get into it. The opening match, Drew McIntyre versus Sami Zayn. As we know, Drew McIntyre returned a couple weeks ago, attacking Sami Zayn and Jey Uso, basically because they're helping Roman Reigns and that's his little revenge thing. Not a whole lot of build-up, but they had to get something in here. As far as the match itself, there was just not much to it. Honestly, they built it up as being like a big deal to be on Saturday Night Main Event, but ultimately, the match was such a going through the motions match. It honestly just felt like I was watching a common match on Raw or SmackDown. Really nothing exciting, just went through the motions. Drew McIntyre got the Claymore, got the pin and the win. Really expected more out of these two. Because Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn, how could they not at least get a 3? Because I wouldn't give it a 3. I'd say 2 out of 5. Yeah. Then for the Women's World Championship, Io Sky challenging Liv Morgan. This one picked things up a little bit more. There was a bunch of good back and forth. Liv took a big knee shot to the nose. That might have broken it or might have just made it bleed. But either way, looked bad. But then Io Sky went for the over-the-moon salt. But Liv got the legs up, hit her in the face, got Oblivion, got the pin and the win. What I like about this, she didn't get a lot of help from Raquel Rodriguez in this match. She was able to win by herself, which I think a good heel, even if they cheat a lot, occasionally need to win something without any help. And I was glad about that. And then, of course, after the match, Rhea Ripley came out. They had a little stare down. I think they need to have one of those this ends it matches, because honestly, the Liv and Rhea thing, it's kind of getting played out. So that's just my opinion. Let's have one more match, the one where doesn't matter who wins, this is it, and that's it. But as far as this match overall, wouldn't say it earned a 4, but easily got its 3 out of 5. Then for the Men's World Championship, a triple threat: Finn Balor versus Damian Priest versus champion Gunther. It was really good. I like that on this show where we're being nostalgic, an old school show. Damian Priest pulled out old school. And honestly, if there was somebody who was gonna do that move now that The Undertaker's retired, I think it's perfect for Damian Priest. Then as the match progressed, as a way to basically remove Damian Priest as a threat, Gunther did his powerbomb onto Damian Priest onto the steel steps outside. Went inside the ring, got a powerbomb onto Finn Balor, got the pin, and retained his world championship. Which I'm happy about. I would have been okay with it exchanging hands on Saturday Night Main Event, but ultimately I kind of feel like I'd like to see more of Finn Balor versus Gunther, or even better, they're kind of doing a face turn with Gunther. I said it in the last one, I was kind of digging it. Honestly, in the last few weeks of them pushing, I'm not really into it. Gunther's a natural heel. I'd say keep him that way. But either way, this match easily got a solid 3 out of 5. And then the finals of the WWE Women's United States Championship, the match that is going to decide the inaugural champion, Chelsea Green versus Michin. Some people have been waiting for it for a while now, a women's secondary championship. The Women's Intercontinental Championship from Raw is not decided yet. We're doing the United States Championship first. This one was really good. Of course, Chelsea Green means that Piper Niven's going to be there, and she did get involved, but eventually Michin took her out. And then the match went until Chelsea Green, in a very cool way, put on the top rope. Michin was about to do a top rope move, but reversed it. Not only did Chelsea Green reverse it, but reversed it into her unpretty her finisher. Got the pin, the win, and she is the inaugural Women's United States Champion. And I can't help but think about that irony, that the first Women's United States Champion is a Canadian, but whatever. I was so happy about the overall win of this. I would have been happy with Michin winning the title, but I'm a little bit more happy with Chelsea Green just because whereas Michin, they've done some stuff here and there with her since she's come back to WWE. In Chelsea Green's first run and since she's come back, they've hardly done anything with her. They've kind of buried her a lot. I'm glad that they're finally doing something with her because I think she's got a lot of potential that they're just not tapping. Honestly, I thought it was awesome. I'm glad she's the first United States champion, and I would give it a 4 out of 5. Yeah! Then the main event for the Undisputed Championship, Kevin Owens challenging Cody Rhodes. And just to make it a little bit more cool, as a throwback to the very first Saturday Night main event where they had the debut of the Winged Eagle Championship. Cody Rhodes comes out, that classic Winged Eagle Championship. One night only. But man, just goes to prove that belt was so freaking gorgeous. It is still my favorite wrestling championship to ever exist, and it looks great on anybody. Cody Rhodes, obviously this heated rivalry with Kevin Owens, especially since Kevin Owens put out Randy Orton. It's kind of a nice touch later when Cody Rhodes got an RKO onto Owens on a table. Very Randy Orton-esque. And then it had a little bit of a controversial ending. The referee got knocked out. Kevin Owens had gotten a stunner but couldn't capitalize. Another ref comes down. That ref gets knocked out. Kevin Owens grabs a chair. Cody Rhodes is the one that ends up using it, though, as it gets knocked onto the ground, and Cody Rhodes does the crossroads onto the chair. It gets the pin and the win, and is still the undisputed champion. And then, of course, at this point, we all know, after they went off the air, Owens attacks Cody Rhodes, does a package pile driver onto him, and he's carted off on a stretcher. And he walks out with that Winged Eagle Championship. But ultimately, this is building to a story, and I'm hoping that it goes a certain way, which I'll get more into in a minute. But as far as this match, it was intense. It was one that you couldn't really look away. I would easily give this one a 5 out of 5. So Saturday Night Main Event 2024 was really good. I do like the results of it. Obviously, Drew McIntyre needs to win because whatever he's doing, whether he's going after Roman Reigns or it's going to lead to him and Jey Uso having a huge rivalry, he obviously needed to pick up a win. Liv Morgan, of course, there does need to be the big, huge blow-off match between her and Rhea Ripley. So she couldn't lose the Io Sky just now. Gunther, I kind of feel they need to go back to turning him more heel than babyface. I just think he works better that way. But either way, even if they keep it going, him and Finn Balor, awesome. More him and Damian Priest, there's more to do there. The Women's United States Championship, like I said, if Michin would have won it, I'd have been really happy. No complaints. Just a little bit happier that Chelsea Green does it, because we already take Michin seriously. Chelsea Green, nobody's been taking her seriously since before her return to WWE. Her first run, nobody took her seriously. I'm glad they're doing something to make us take her seriously. And then the Undisputed Championship, I would have been fine Kevin Owens winning it. But I think this is better. It's adding to this rivalry. This rivalry's still red hot. And it's nice to have a red hot rivalry for the Undisputed Championship that has nothing to do with Roman Reigns. I am hoping, predicting that maybe at the Royal Rumble or something, that Kevin Owens wins the title. And maybe instead of Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns again at WrestleMania, we get his rematch at WrestleMania. Who knows? We'll see. But I think it's long overdue for Kevin Owens, especially as heel Kevin Owens, to get a serious World Championship reign. And I honestly think this is the perfect time for him. Not to mention, here's the thing about it. The matches themselves, for the most part, weren't fantastic. There was only 1-5. The only reason I would say that the Women's U.S. Championship got a 4 was just because of the results. Then there was 2 3s, and yeah, the opening match was a 2, just because there was just so little special about it. But it proves my point as that sometimes it's not the matches that make an event great. It's just the event overall is fun. And Saturday Night Main Event was fun. Especially for people like me who are old enough, but you give me this, I was barely old enough, but old enough to remember the very first Saturday Night Main Event. This was really fun. It was very nostalgic. I love that Jesse Ventura was there. That he's got a contract right now with WWE, and he's saying he's going to be back. Basically, he's going to come in, do commentary here and there, and I love it. I love Jesse Ventura as a commentator. The whole night was just overall a very fun night. Not to mention, it was a night where, okay, no titles exchanged hands. I thought that might have been cool if one had, but, I mean, one was crowned, but whatever. But it didn't have that feeling of being filler. And usually these kinds of shows that WWE does, like a big deal, but not a PLE, that's just what it is. It feels like filler. Heck, a lot of their PLEs lately feel like filler. This didn't. This felt like everything it was doing was to build on to something else. And that's how it should be. The nostalgia factor, it was so fun. Now, with the matches mostly just being okay, I will say I couldn't quite give it a 5. But because of how fun it was, and I had a lot of fun watching Saturday Night Main Event, and the nostalgia factor and everything in there, easily I feel like I couldn't give it less than a 4 out of 5. So there you have it. That's my wrestling review this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure to hit like, hit subscribe, hit the little bell so you get notifications when I post videos, and leave a comment I can respond to in my next comment corner. Tell me what you thought of Saturday Night Main Event 2024. Tell me if you want more Saturday Night Main Events. Love you guys.